Little but mighty!
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Atifa, an English teacher at Little But Mighty. Today, let's talk about asking questions the right way. Although this is not something that we often think about, it's important that we ask questions with the right intonation. Questions and statements should be read out differently with the proper intonation. This is good to take note of for the reading aloud component in your primary school oral exam, as you might come across some questions that are part of direct speech in the passage. For example, let's take a look at this extract from the 2020 PSLE Paper 4. Thanks, I'm Bala, and this is my younger sister Lina. We've just finished unpacking and we have found our rackets. Would you like to join us for a game of badminton downstairs? Asked Bala. Did you notice anything different about my intonation when I read out the question that Bala asked? Before we discuss the answer to that, let's talk about intonation. What exactly is intonation? Basically, intonation refers to how high and low your voice sounds. When your intonation rises, your voice becomes higher. However, when your intonation falls, it means that your voice becomes lower. Normally, when we read out statements, our intonation remains consistent and does not become significantly higher or lower. If I say, I had a large cup of coffee today, that doesn't sound right, does it? Instead, you should make sure that your intonation remains consistent and that your pitch does not significantly rise towards the end. For example, I would say that sentence something like this. I had a large cup of coffee today. Now, let's compare this to how we would read a question. Let's return to the extract that we saw earlier. Would it sound right if I read this question by keeping my intonation consistent? For example, would you like to join us for a game of badminton downstairs? Asked Bala. As you can see, there is a proper way to ask a question with the right intonation. Always make sure that you end the question with rising intonation. For example, if I were to read the question out again, I would say, would you like to join us for a game of badminton downstairs? Asked Bala. As a bonus tip, it's good to take note that for 5W1H questions, your intonation should not rise too much. These are questions that begin with what, why, where, when, who, and how. When it comes to 5W1H questions, we should make sure that our intonation rises only slightly. For instance, what did you do in school today? Mother asked. I hope that you take note of your intonation during your oral practices and exams and make sure that you read out questions and statements differently. Also, to challenge yourself, you can take note of how to read 5W1H questions accurately. Thank you for watching. Bye! If you've been enjoying our content, do remember to like and subscribe.